So obviously the system is going to change completely, and we need to buy new players. There are old players, there are trusted players, there are defensive players that just aren't going to fit in the way that Postecoglou wants to play football. Who are they, Cal? Who's your straight away? Actually, let's do it one by one. Who's your first out the door? Who needs to be first out the door? I think we can all agree on this one.
Hugo Lloris.
Hugo Lloris is 100% first out the door. As we record this, David Raya is about to sign, failing any kind of massive issues in the last part of this transfer negotiation. David Raya is going to be a Tottenham player and a great goalkeeper he is. And if you compare his sort of statistics to what Lloris achieved last season, David Raya is a massive step up. Not that over his career that he's better than Lloris. It's just that what Lloris is now compared to what Raya is now is a massive improvement. So Lloris out the door, we agree. Ricky, you agree as well?
Yep.
Okay, so of our defenders, who needs to be... Look, there's a conversation about two. Longley is a loan player, so we can't include him. If the club want to sign him, so be it. A little as $6 million apparently, but his wages are insane. Something like 150 to 200,000 pounds. Longley is what I've read, but we can't include Longley in this. But we can include a conversation about Sanchez and Eric Dyer. Now, if you absolutely have to sell one of them, would you sell both of them? Actually, Ricky?
Yeah, I would.
Get them out.
For me, I would. I am focusing in on the starting 11. So if it's really hard for me to say this because I like Dyer as a person. He's been a fantastic servant to the club. He's a good guy, but I just kind of feel like he has stagnated a bit. I think he needs a new challenge. I think in maybe the way we've set up defensively, he's looked a bit lost. There's been quite a few errors that have come from him. So I would my preference would be to get a new starting 11 centre back straight into the team, because if we said let's get rid of Sanchez and keep Dyer, then Dyer's just going to go straight back to where he was and just be. I just want to see a change.
Back four as well. Back four. Sanchez and Dyer in the back four scares the life out of me.
Yeah, but arguably, I'd like both of them to find other clubs, but then we have to replace them, and how likely is that going to happen?
Well,
I don't know.
We'll talk about a potential transfer for Laporte on another podcast, or any other fucking defender that isn't as shit as Sanchez and Dyer. Cal, what you got?
So yeah, Lloris, Sanchez, Dyer.
Okay.
Ryan.
We can say Ryan Sessegnon. So there's no chance for you that Dyer and Sanchez can do it in the back four?
No, God, no. Look, you play a back three a lot of the time because your defenders aren't fair. And I always, when Mourinho was there, the reason I thought we sat so deep was because our defenders were so bad that we ended up just sitting deep because we had to defend in like mass, in numbers, because they were so bad. Dyer's got to go. We've got to make a bold decision. And we've been, it's that stat about going out of cups every year, and it's always Davies, Dyer and Sanchez that are always in the team. And it's like, we've got to get rid of Dyer and Sanchez, both of them. And let's just buy 2 new centre-backs this summer, 100%.
Okay, so the midfield wing-back / issue is a bigger conversation, isn't it? Because you're saying Sessegnon, and so Sessegnon in Postecoglou's system, he can either play as a winger or a fullback. He's not a fullback, and he's definitely not a winger. I don't think he has a role. I actually worry about his future in football. I don't know what he's going to do or where he's going to go. I kind of feel like he'll end up being farmed out to weird European leagues and Far Eastern leagues. I think that's where his career is going to go, unfortunately, because he had massive hype. But he's never sort of really shown it. Had little tiny purple spells at Spurs. But Sessegnon doesn't fit in Postecoglou's system. A lot of our wing-backs don't, but Sessegnon especially doesn't fit. So we're saying sell Sessegnon.
100%. 100%.
Well, the other options there are Reguilon, who is a fullback who can play left back. If you're playing a back four, then maybe he'll come back to the club and maybe Postecoglou will look at him and go, yeah, I can do something with him. I think there are going to be a lot of players that people think were, are dead or out of their depth at Spurs or think they should be moved on that may get an opportunity in a new system. Reguilon was signed under, it was Mourinho who was playing the back four, if I remember rightly. It might be the end of Pochettino's reign. I can't remember exactly, but it was a back four we were playing, or a weighted back three with a attacking wing back that Reguilon was signed for. So in this new system, maybe he'll fit, because when he came to Spurs, no issue at all. So yeah, all right. Sessegnon will agree. We agree, Rick.
Yeah.
Midfield. Well, go on.
So it's been a real shame for him, because his injuries, confidence, the player who we thought we were buying, it just hasn't worked out at all. And I think for his sake and our sake, for his playing career, he needs to find regular football somewhere else, to be honest. Again, I don't have anything, I have no slight on the lad, but I just think he could make. I feel mean saying drop down to the Championship, but I just
play some
think
football and enjoy it, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly
it. Not going to be paid well in the Championship.
Yeah.
So the midfield. So he'll play one deep line midfielder, a single pivot, and either a number 10 or two number 8s, so box-to-box midfielders. I genuinely fear for the future, not like fear like I actually give a shit, but Højbjerg's future at Spurs, I think, is somewhat limited. If number 6 is going to be Basuma, then number 8 has to be Bentancur and maybe a number 10 that we sign in Maddison or Alex Scott. I think Højbjerg's time is limited. I think his value is high right now. I think if someone is willing to spend £40 million on him, that we can find something in our squad that will do the job that he can in the number 8 role. So I'm saying a must-sell Højbjerg. That's going to go down in some quarters like a bucket of sick. But I think I just in Postecoglou's system, I don't think Højbjerg fits. It's not about his passing. It's about his athleticism and his role that would be required. He's not a destroyer. He's not a box-to-box. I don't know what he is in this system. Ergo, if someone's coming in, £40 million, sell him instantly. Use Bentancur, Maddison, or Alex Scott in those roles much better. I'm saying Højbjerg. We're left with...
What about Tanguy in one of the other roles as well? No?
Never.
Gotta go.
He's got to go, but he's been loaned out, so he's not included in this conversation. I do.
Right, okay.
Like if he wasn't, I don't see a world where Postecoglou includes him in his side. It's too much pace and effort required. I can't see it. The only place he can play is a 6, as like a deep line playmaker, but he's not going to do that. He's not good defensively, so he's not going to work. Lo Celso could work.
Yeah?
Yeah, Lo Celso could work. So Postecoglou's system, if you have 3 forwards, the 2 wingers are very wide. There's 2 massive channels for the 8 and 10 to run into. And Lo Celso could be good at that. But I don't think if we sign someone like Maddison or Alex Scott, as I say, I don't think either of those players are going to fit in. But who knows?
You've been watching some videos, Fav?
Yeah, I have. Tifo's video on Postecoglou's football.
Yeah, they are fucking great.
How good are you, Ricky?
Very good.
So
very
good.
Yeah.
So good.
So, I've been listening and reading loads of stats and just reading articles, and everyone's going 6 and 8, 6 and 8, 6. Who the fucking what the fuck is this 6? And then I watched that. I was like, right, okay.
Yeah.
I just noticed like positions, like all these numbers and stuff, just new age to me. But no, it was excellent.
If you had to sell one. If you had to sell ones, Skip or Højbjerg, Cal?
It's Højbjerg. I don't hate him or anything. I know some people do,
good,
but
good.
I think he's a good player, and I think he has quite a good presence on the pitch sometimes, but a lot of the times he does hide.
Clogger, isn't he?
But yeah, but I think we just have to be pragmatic about it. He's 28. He's 28 years old, and there's a chance he's not going to fit in, so we should sell him. That's it. We've been bad in the past at keeping players, at selling players, which is why Dyer and Sanchez are still there when they should have gone ages ago. He's 28, like you said, he has a value. Sell him.
Indeed. So we've agreed on 4. We've got Perisic on this list as well. Now, Perisic, Cal, you pointed out to me like I didn't fucking know that Perisic has got 11 assists and 1 goal.
Yeah.
Is that enough to keep him if he doesn't fit a system?
I would like to see, kind of the squad freshened up and have some young players come in to replace our Dyers and Sanchez's and Højbjergs and these people we're talking about. But I think there's room for a Perisic for someone. He's got 1 year left in his contract, so it's not like he's going to stagnate and be there. He's on a 4-year deal that we can't get rid of the fucker. He's got 1 year left. He's won everything, and he's proven that he can do things in this league with 11 assists and a goal. So I think unless he really wants to go, which I think there's probably a chance he does really want to go. If he wants to go, cool. But if he doesn't, if he's all right there, I'd keep him for the season just because he's shown that he has end product in this league.
Yeah, the assist did include cup competitions as well. But you're right. No one else got as many assists as he did. Rick, what do you think of Perisic staying at Spurs? It kind of feels like if we're moving in a new direction that maybe he should go, but if he's available, if we can stick him on with 10 minutes to go on that left wing position, because his best football at Spurs is when he's around the box. If you can just create a system where he doesn't have to defend or does his bit but isn't intrinsic to how solid you are as a defensive outfit, just let him play on that left-hand side. Maybe we should keep him.
It's a weird one with him because you look at the stats and you're like 11 assists and a goal and you think, well, he's done great there. But when you actually watch him in the flesh and someone goes to run past him, he doesn't make no effort to get back. He's like, fuck that. I am not defending. It's just like,
this is more wing backs do.
Yeah, this is he like positionally. He's just like, oh, he's gone past me. I ain't got the legs. And then if we are putting him in the Postecoglou side where he's further forward as this wide winger, but he is going to have to do this intense pressing, I don't think he's got the legs in him either. So we just going to have him in that kind of left wing forward position to roll the ball to him, just to constantly ping balls. That's all he's going to do. Ping, ping, ping all day. I don't think there is space to carry someone like that, because if you've got someone like Kane, who is going to be expected to press, but his legs are gone, you can't have that front three being quite leggy. You know what I mean? You need.
What are you saying? Are you saying Kane? Get rid of Kane? Maybe.
No. I'm saying we've got enough space. Never say that. Never say that.
What are you saying? Kane's leggy? You said he's leggy.
Well, yeah, he's like coming 29, 30. He's getting on.
Your
like,
mum's leggy.
He can't do what he used
both
to
your
do.
mums are leggy before Harry Kane is. Don't fucking start slagging off Harry Kane on this.
You're the one saying you're the one suggesting get rid of him.
What?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
When?
get him out. You think I'm saying Perisic just now.
Just get rid of him.
Get him. Yeah, it's disgusting. Don't ever say that.
All right.
Hurt my ears. But Perisic, because we've got Udogie as well. Like, where's he going to fit in? I'd like to see him have a go.
He's got to be left back. He's got to be left back or left wing. The fact is that he can play both roles means that Perisic probably needs to be moved out. But let me pose something else. If it
so when we're saying left wing, are we saying where Son plays?
But it's not in a 3-4-3, which is different. It's a 4-3-3, which means we have two wingers in Son and Kulusevski, or Son and Porro. So the wing back role becomes redundant. So Perisic isn't going to play in his preferred role, in a role that he's played with in a championship winning Inter Milan team. The one that Conte wanted him to get him out.
Out.
Yeah,
that's it. No time.
Yeah, no time. You're gone, Perisic. But if Perisic, let me pose this: Perisic or Brian Hill. Because Brian Hill can't play fullback; he can only play as a winger.
Yeah.
Brian Hill plays on the right, Perisic plays on the left. What are you saying, Cal?
My first thought when we were talking about this earlier on, I've actually wrote Brian Hill down. I just don't think he suits the league. I just don't think he's up to it, and so I'd get rid of Brian Hill. And I don't know. I suppose Brian Hill is more of a winger. And actually, what you were saying about 4-3-3 makes you think, oh, can Son play as a winger? Like, because he's been playing as more as a left-sided forward, on that
He could do it.
corner of the box. Maybe.
What are you saying? Get rid of Son? Is that what we're saying? Why don't we get rid of all of them then, Cal?
Sell them all. No, Harry Kane never.
Imagine Postecoglou came in, did 2 training sessions, went, you're all up for a sale. Every single one of you. Any one of you can find new clubs. Go. You're shit.
It still upsets me, that I know Postecoglou is going to want to play how he wants to play, but these wing backs that we've bought, Pedro Porro, Destiny Adogi, or we've got these wing backs.
Spence,
and we're not going to play wing backs.
So what? Let's play a system that works, that we enjoy. Fuck the wing backs. Fuck the back three. Who gives a shit? I hate it. I've hated it for ages. I hate Conte. I hate his fucking face. I hate Jose Mourinho's fucking face. Nuno doesn't even register for me. He does. He means absolutely nothing to me. And he's been the manager of my football club. Fuck the system. Fuck what we've bought. Let's bring in a manager that tears up the rule book going, this is how we're playing. Either you're good enough or you're not. You can fuck off despite your name. That's what we need. Leadership. That's what we need. Rick, we need leadership. Brian Hill, if you don't cut your fucking hair, you're not coming back. That's the kind of mentality you want. You stupid moppy. You can't grow a moustache. Give it up. Give it up. You look like a 12-year-old. You're not good enough. You're weak. Get him out of the club. Burn him.
I wouldn't mind seeing what he can do as well.
No,
Rick, let's see what he can do then. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
Just leadership.
I don't mind him.
Just want a little bit of leadership. I want someone to take control of this fucking football club. Grab Daniel Levy by his fucking throat and say, this is what we're doing. And it's my way or the highway.
In those words as well.
My way or the highway. Yes, good. All right, so on this, we're selling Sanchez, Dyer, Sessegnon, Skip, Højbjerg, Kane, Son, Perisic, Lloris, and Kulusevski. We're keeping him?
Yeah.
Did you just say we're selling all those players?
Yeah, get rid of them all. Get rid of them all.
Yeah. Fresh start.
The fresh start.